Good morning. Today's topic is Holy Mother the Redeemer. Holy Mother's birthday is on the coming Saturday, the December 17th. So we thought of talking something about Holy Mother. First, what the Redeemer means. The Redeemer means purifier, remover of sin, or reinstator to our original state. What we have lost, to regain that state, one who does that is Redeemer. Jesus is called Redeemer. Mother Ganga is Redeemer, who gives us our lost purity, who removes our weaknesses, defects, sins, whatever you call, and reinstate to our own purity. In Upanishads also it is said, Apnoti Swarajyam. When a human being has the knowledge of God, what happens? He gets back his lost kingdom, self-kingdom. Jesus also said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So that means we have that thing we have lost. Jesus comes and He shows the way how can we regain our kingdom of heaven. He is the Redeemer. Ganga, when we believe, those believers, when they take a dip in Ganga, their all sins are gone or washed away, and they get to that original purity which belongs to them. Ganga, the Redeemer. Holy Mother is like that. She removes all our weaknesses. What does she remove? She removes all the defects, weaknesses that we have. She removes our helplessness to gain hope in us, hopelessness, distress, insults, frustration, and disease. So many things she has the power to remove and help us regain our original state. Now let us see how she does that. Holy Mother was born of purity incarnated and human being, Divine Mother herself, in human form. So Sri Ramakrishna, who brought, like Ganga was brought by a human being called Bhagirath, by his indomitable tapasya, austerity, he brought down Ganga. Of course, this austerity was continued austerity. His father had practiced the austerity for all his life to bring the Ganga down to the world, to this earth, and he was not successful in his life. And then that was taken up by his son, Bhagirath, who brought Holy Mother, the Redeemer. It was Sri Ramakrishna. Holy Mother, who was pure by her very nature, was given the power to redeem the world by the blessing of Sri Ramakrishna. He offered his all fruits of all his sadhanas at his feet, at her lotus feet, and made her powerful. And he also said to Holy Mother, when I go, you have to work for the human beings. Holy Mother said, what can I do? I am a woman, illiterate village woman. Holy Mother said, what you will do? You will do more than that I have done. What have I done? You will do much more than I have done. It exactly happened so, that as Nag Mahashaya, disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, said, he was disciple of Sri Ramakrishna and he says, Mother is much more compassionate than Father. Sri Ramakrishna gave him everything. But this compassion aspect in Holy Mother was much more great. Accepting the impure, accepting those who have fallen, accepting those who feel themselves hopeless, and infusing them with power and purity. That was very special power of Holy Mother that she could do, that ordinary saints, even incarnations, Sri Ramakrishna. When Sri Ramakrishna called from the top of the terrace, oh, where are you come? My mouth is burning by talking to worldly person. I want to talk about God to you, who can understand what I speak. He was calling all pure persons, and devotees started coming, like Naren and Yam and Rakhal. All they came and he used to talk, what is God, how to get God, what is the place, what to do, how to do sadhana, all that thing. But in case of Holy Mother, whom we see, all sorts of persons come to her. Once, few persons came to Swami Brahmananda to get initiation, to get the holy mantra. Brahmananda could see the heart of a person. He saw they are very impure, very worldly, so nothing will happen. And it is said that when the Guru gives mantra to the disciple, the Guru has to accept the sin of the disciple. All the karma has to be accepted. So the disciple becomes pure, and that purity given by the touch of the Guru, touch of the mantra, makes him able to practice that mantra and realize the God, realize God in his life, this life or future lives. So Brahmananda saw them, and he saw they are very worldly. So he sent them to Swami Premananda. Premananda also could understand, and he sent back those persons. Now Premananda was very compassionate, very loving. Them again he sent back to Swami Brahmananda. Swami Brahmananda then thought, and then he said, you please go to Holy Mother. She can accept everyone. She is so powerful. And later he told to Premananda, you sent some people to me, and when I saw them, I found if I give them initiation, I will be just broken down. So that was what he said. And when they were sent to Holy Mother, she accepted. Swami Premananda later on recalled, he said that the poison that came to us, we couldn't handle, that we sent to Holy Mother. And she accepted all. She accepted everyone. And she had the power to redeem them, to purify them. So much powerful was Holy Mother. Her own purity, empowered by the spirituality of Sri Ramakrishna. Wonderful power that has come to this world. The physical body is lost over 100 years ago. But her spirit, so powerful, it remains intact. Is still perceivable, it still has the power to redeem us, to remove all our defects and impurity and make us pure. That hope we have from Holy Mother. Not only those people who saw her had that hope, we today have hope in Holy Mother who can redeem and who redeems us even today. What was her compassion, you see? There was one devotee called Chandra Mohan Datta. His name was Chandra Mohan Datta. He was very devoted to Mother and used to work in Uddbodan office where Holy Mother used to stay. But he was not rich. He came from Bangladesh, from East Bengal. There was no Bangladesh at the time. From eastern part of Bengal, which is now Bangladesh. And working there, he heard that one day that river Padma there had swollen and flood came and it washed away his home. He was fallen down, what to do, no money was there. So where he will go? Who is the Redeemer? That, when you are in distress, where do you go? We go to God. So he went to his living goddess, to Holy Mother, whom Swami Vivekananda said, where do you want to do Durga Puja? Don't you see living Durga, living goddess here? Janto Durga, that's what that was to say. Durga in flesh and blood is here. We need to worship her. And he had that much faith that making Holy Mother the center, the whole of world, India and whole of the world will rise in spiritual experience. And he had that conviction Swami Vivekananda had. So he went there, cried to Holy Mother, Mother, what? I don't see any way. Everything is lost in the flood. Holy Mother said, don't worry. Whatever I have, I will keep. And she went inside and brought 300 rupees and gave to him. Perhaps she had that much of money. See, whatever the devotees gave, she didn't spend a pai for her. All was spent for the devotees. And whatever she had, perhaps, she gave all, and that was the redeeming of that person from this distress. In Jairam Bhati, how Holy Mother redeems from disease, as I told. Not only simple removing the sins, from the worldly afflictions, that is our immediate need. We have problems in life. We have disease, we have distress. Where shall we go? We are not purified. Jesus said, those who are pure in heart, they shall see God. Those who are poor in the spirit, kingdom of heaven is theirs. Neither we are poor in the spirit. We have our own ego. We have our own problems in life. We have certain wishes in life. Where will we go to fulfill that? Then we have to find someone who understands our problem. If we go to Sri Ramakrishna will say, why do you pray for this? These are nothing. It's like going to king and asking for eggplant and potato. If you have to come to king, ask for diamonds and jewels. When you come to God, ask for purity, devotion, renunciation, and love for God. Why do you ask for worldly little small things? We understand our problem. There is Holy Mother. So there was one widow of one Rajendra Babu in Jairambati, very poor. The hamlet is so poor. All people were so poor that time. So that lady got infection in the ear. Holy Mother heard it, and she was neither real nor she was a doctor, but she had so much of feeling for the people. She called that lady and asked, and herself she prepared some water and cleaned her ear, and she found that it's dirty smelling. There were worms growing inside, and then she said to one of her monks to go to another village and bring the Swami there and bring a cart and take that lady to that village where doctors can check her. And it was like Goalpara in that village. Now we go in 2 hours. That time it would take whole day. The Swami went whole day walking, wanted to bring some palanquin, was not found. She bought a bullock cart. At whole night he came. Morning he comes. After Holy Mother then says, take this lady. She's suffering a lot of pain. Takes that in bullock cart. Next day, evening, they reach there, and doctor sees, treatment starts, they start cleaning, and the worms started coming from mouth, nostrils, from ear, that much, and the infection was too deep. And that lady was served by the monks, but could not survive. But this is the Holy Mother's compassion, her redeeming power, her feeling for poor, downtrodden, neglected, uncared. That was her care always. There was, to Sri Ramakrishna used to come one lady, and she had Madhura Bhava feeling, taking God as a friend, as a companion. So Sri Ramakrishna didn't like that someone would take him as friend. She saw mother in all women, and this lady had completely different feeling, wanted to do. So Sri Ramakrishna, understanding that, scolded that lady very hard, and asked him to go out of his room. That lady started crying, and Holy Mother nearby, and she saw this lady, called that, and said to her attendant, why he should scold so much, and said to this lady, why do you go there? And if he doesn't want, come to me. I am here to look after you. So who Sri Ramakrishna removed, could not accept, that lady was accepted by Holy Mother. That is her redeeming power. She said, whenever you have a problem, come to me. I am there to look after you. You don't have to go there. She had that power, what Sri Ramakrishna had, to elevate a person. If Sri Ramakrishna does not accept, if he refuses, we have Holy Mother to go. Once Gopal's mom had gone to Gopal's mother. He had the vision of Gopal, God as baby Krishna. So she had gone to Calcutta for something, somewhere invited, and while coming, she was coming back to Sri Ramakrishna. To this old lady, poor lady, they gave some food and some articles, and she had tied in a bundle. And Sri Ramakrishna saw that this lady, this devotee of very high order, was bringing bundle of things. He became very angry and scolded that lady that, why are you bringing the things? Why are you caring for tomorrow? Don't you have faith in God? God will take care of tomorrow? You should not do that. He scolded, and that lady Gopalan, a very high order of a devotee, she started crying and came to Holy Mother in Dakshineshwar and started crying, oh, I did wrong. And Gopal, Sri Ramakrishna, she addressed to Gopal. Gopal is very angry with me. Holy Mother said, don't worry about him. What he knows about the world, life in the world, how much one has to take care. You see, he is taken care of everything by devotees and disciples. He doesn't know anything. You have done just the right thing to bring the thing that you need in the world to survive. Don't worry about what he said. You have done the right thing. See, her soul is even going against Sri Ramakrishna. And we know the story that how one lady, when Holy Mother was bringing food to Sri Ramakrishna, and suddenly one lady appears and says, Mother, give me, I will put in his room. I'll give it to him. And that lady comes in Sri Ramakrishna's room, puts the food and goes. Sri Ramakrishna saw that lady, she was a good character. Holy Mother also knew. Sri Ramakrishna comes to eat that food. He said, oh, I cannot touch the food. Whom did you give? The very touch of that lady has made this food, defile this food. How can I eat this? Holy Mother said, please eat today. So then you promised that you were not going to send it again. Like that, if anybody's hand, he said, no, Thakur, I cannot do that. If someone addresses me as mother and asks me some favor by addressing me as mother, I cannot stand that. That I will have to give. And what he did, Sri Ramakrishna said, please eat. And Sri Ramakrishna started eating that very food which he could not touch. So that was Holy Mother's power. And that was her feeling. Whenever she was addressed as mother, please do this. Can I have this? If anybody asks that favor, she does. Someone said, the greatest mantra of this age is, Mother, please protect me. If you say, come to Holy Mother, she is sure to protect you from all the difficulties. Mother, please protect me. Ma mai rakha karo. That is the great mantra of this age, someone said. So let us see how Holy Mother took care of her devotees, disciples, uncared person, unrelated person, villagers, poor, all those. There was one small boy who was taking care of Holy Mother's cows. As in the village, he was not clean in body, and he developed some scabies, some skin disease. And it had developed so much, Holy Mother saw, and he said, it has to be treated. So to make him free from that, she herself brought some neem leaves and some turmeric and grounded that on a stone, and then gave it to the boy. Applied it on her wounds, on her skin. All she guided like that. People seeing he was just a boy just for taking care of a cow. Holy Mother need not do anything. She need not even notice that. But she had to notice. She had to feel for the pain of the boy, and she had to make arrangements to redeem that. She could have asked any other person, can you do something? Can you make this medicine? No, she herself had to do. This is her redeeming from devotees. She, one day, one old lady carried something for Holy Mother. The old lady was very old and sickly. She came in it was almost getting evening, and Holy Mother gave her food and asked her to take bath, and it became late, she cannot go back to the place. And then she said, you can just lie down near my room, just outside my room. And she lay down, but she felt sick at night and dirtied the bed. Holy Mother get out in the early morning before any other devotees came out, and she found that lady had made the bed dirty. Now Holy Mother asked her to get up, get clean, and in the early morning, go in the early morning before it's very hot in sun, so that you reach home in another village. And what she did herself? She took that bedstead, that mattress, and cleaned herself, so that she could have asked others to clean. She was old at that time. She did this because she didn't want that lady to be insulted, to be said bad words by other people. Other people will dislike to clean this dirty bed, this mattress, and she herself, by her own hands, she had to clean this. This is Holy Mother's compassion Even that level, that no one should say any insulting words, even in her absence, even in the absence of others. She is ready to do herself those difficult things. Once Holy Mother was seen, someone was coming at night, at about 2 o'clock at night, and one person saw that someone is there with a lantern, kerosene lamp, and was doing something on the road. Coming near, that devotee was coming a little late that day to come. He found his Holy Mother. He said, "Mother, what are you doing? Alone at this night?" And she said, "Oh, I saw some glass pieces. Someone had broken some glass and on the road it is lying there. And if devotees come, they generally come barefoot. Some have shoes, some don't have shoes. And it may prick them, it may hurt them. So I was cleaning." "Mother, what about us? We all were there. You could have said to anybody, you would have done that." The Holy Mother would not give trouble to anyone. Without others' knowledge, she will come and protect everyone in that way. That was the symbolic of how she protects the people. Devotees, no devotees, doesn't matter. Pure, impure, doesn't matter. Rich, poor, doesn't matter for her. For her, everyone, every human being is her child. Her compassion was so great, her redeeming power was so great that he took care not only of human beings, even cats, the animals. He said, she used to say that one brahmachari was there, he didn't like cats, so he used to beat cats. So he said, while going to Arambari, he said, "Take care of this cat, know that I am also there." After that, what brahmachari will do? He started feeding that cat with milk and other things. Holy Mother said, "I am there." Once a cat used to come in Udbodhan in Calcutta, where she was living, her house in Calcutta, the cat of a neighbor. She was sure to procure some milk and to give milk to that cat. Sometimes that cat used to come in the house and steal fish. Other household members used to be very angry. Why do you give so much care to this cat? It is stealing fish and other things. Holy Mother said, that is its nature. Cat will steal. What it will do? It will do. So that was a compassion for even animals. No animal, poor, no one was spared from the umbrella of her care and love. That was Holy Mother's redeeming power. She was so confident of her power to redeem that she said, "Even Brahma and Vishnu also can do nothing to my child. Whoever has come to me, even God, the Supreme God, has no power to punish that child if one has taken refuge in me." That power of redeeming, that power of saving was in Holy Mother, and she was confident and was applying that power to every one of her child. Only one need to have that faith in Mother and accept Mother as Divine Mother herself, and to have faith in the redeeming power of Mother. Once in Udbodhan was seen, a lady came and she came near the stairs. Holy Mother used to stay in the second floor, and that lady came in the first floor, and she was going to climb but couldn't. Held the railing and started crying there, weeping there. Holy Mother was talking with other devotees. She heard, ran down and found one woman who was crying there. She was a very ill-reputed woman. And she couldn't go upstairs to face Holy Mother. She herself came. And then Holy Mother said, "Why are you crying, my child? You have come to Sri Ramakrishna. When you have come here, you need not cry anymore. Go to him with a smiling face and pray to her, pray to him. He will take your care." And she herself took her upstairs. And that was her quality. See, whoever came to her, she accepted her. Sometimes it created problem among the devotees. Some devotees say, nowadays all these ill-reputed women are coming to you, Mother. Some devotees started saying. So other people are saying, how will they come if these ill-reputed women are coming to you? Holy Mother was stern and very strict. And she said, people will come. They are so much disliked by the society. If they don't come to me, where will they go? They can't go anywhere. If their coming prevents others to come to me, I am helpless. But those who come to me, I must welcome them. that she knows by coming to them, all impure person will become pure. All impurities of theirs will be washed away. All karma will be lost. All bad karma will be lost. She has that power. Other people can see, and just they see what they have done in their life by some mistake, by some wrongdoings. Sri Krishna said in the Gita that I have 4 kinds of devotees. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabhav sadhureva samantavya samyak vyavasito isa. And he said, even among them, some have done greatest work of impurity, cruelty, sudurachara, very evil-minded, evil act they have done. Very evil, sudurachara. If they worship me, if they come to me, treat them as a holy man. So God sees heart. And what we see? We see body and mind. We can't see the heart. So Holy Mother used to see the heart of the person. When some person comes to Holy Mother, already she has crossed that whatever wrong has been done has been taken away. She has that much of faith and that much of inclination to go to Divine Personality. So when they come to her, she will be clean, he will be purified, and he will be taken ahead in this spiritual journey, in this life. That power Holy Mother had. And Sri Krishna also said, Api chet suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabhav. They have to worship God and think God as not other person, but the highest being. And then sadhureva samantavya. Think them to be a holy person, that they already have become holy because they have come to God, taking God as highest. So once Holy Mother was in Udbodhan, and some people came and they were sitting there, and a group of people came from Ghata, and they were very poor and physically very unclean and dirty. And they were calling Holy Mother, we want to see and make pranam to Holy Mother. The inmates said, Mother, how can you welcome them inside the house? Their body is smelling, they never took bath, and they're so dirty. How can you bring them inside? But Holy Mother said, they have gone all the way walking just to see me, and can I refuse them just because their body is unclean? Just because they look dirty and they're poor? No, call them inside. And she called them inside, and they all made pranam, and she gave her food, and they were so happy to have this. For Holy Mother, no one was rejectable. No one was rejectable. That was her glory. Everyone was accepted. Everyone was treated as very dearest. And treated means she felt that love for every being that came to her. It is not that always who came to Holy Mother was, she felt when this impure person came, she didn't feel the impurity. She said, when some people come and touch my feet, I don't feel anything bad. But there are people, when they come and touch my feet, I feel like stinging of wasp and bees, as if that much pain I feel. And whenever they leave, Holy Mother used to say, bring some Ganga water, put on my feet. Then someone said, why do you allow these people then, Mother? You just say, don't do pranam, don't touch my feet, do pranam from there. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, do pranam from far, don't touch my feet. But Holy Mother, no. She would say to none that from far away should do pranam. Everybody came, touched her feet, and she replied to the devotee who said, why do you allow them to touch your feet? He said, son, we have been born to do this. This we have to accept from others. That is the purpose of our birth. That's why we are here, just to accept what they are like and make them better person, give them little joy. We know the story of Padma Vinod. There was one very person who was alcoholic, but somehow he had the feeling Mother is there. So one night he comes at about dead of night and started crying loudly. And and say, "Mother, please open the door and I want to have your darshan, I want to see you." So mother didn't open, but she heard inside her room that was crying from the road downstairs. Then he started singing, "Oh mother, oh compassionate mother, please open your door, your son has come to you." Then Holy Mother couldn't stand. She came, and after the second line of the song, she opened the one part of the, it's called khatri, that she pulled down the blinders. And after putting the blinds, when the person had sung all 4 lines of the song, she opened the whole window. She looked there. That person didn't expect that Holy Mother will come. When he saw Holy Mother's face in that night, and he could come, wake up in that night, that was sufficient for that. It depends on what we want. Sometimes this alcoholic and drunkard are so generous, just vision, just kind word. They are overwhelmed with that. And when it is Goddess herself, that person was so overwhelmed, he started rolling down on that dirty road, that dusty road. He started rolling down, and he said, "Mother, you are so compassionate that your compassion cannot be compared, and may you remain hidden within my heart. Let nobody see my love for you. Let nobody see my love for you." That was his prayer. So one person went for begging, and he went to begging in different religious places. I went outside and said, "Forgive me, some poor person." So he went to a temple, waited for a whole day. Nobody gave him anything. Then to church, then to mosque, another day. Nobody gave him anything. So he just was very frustrated. And near, a little far away was one pub. So he thought, people go here, let me try here. He sat for begging there, and people all coming from inside the pub were in very good mood. Whenever he found one beggar coming there, he all put the money and put on his bow, on his big arm. So money was given. Then that beggar looks up and says, "Oh Lord, your ways are very strange. You stay at some place and you give your address to some other place." Temples and mosques and churches are the places where God resides, His address. But no God was found there because people were not compassionate. He means that. But this is not supposed to be a place of God. But people here are compassionate. God is being manifested here. The people who come here, they seem to be more closer to God if God is compassion, if God is kindness. So people here seem to be more nearer to God than the people who go to temple. That's what he said. And it happens. This alcoholic, this Padma Vinod, was so devoted. Otherwise, why would he call Holy Mother at this dead of night in a state of inebriation? And he had that faith. And just a vision of Holy Mother also couldn't stand when he heard the cry of this yearning of this person. Day and night she was there to look after her children. However impure, however bad habits, however ill-fated were they, doesn't matter. Everyone was her child. Women or man, doesn't matter. That's so great redeeming power of Holy Mother. And if we see the life of this person who came in touch, their life became changed after that. Swami Kripamayananda said, "The poison which we cannot handle, we send to Mother. She accepts all, infinite power, limitless compassion. The Redeemer, Ganga from heaven, has come to the earth to redeem all from their sin." So, there were some actresses during that time, actresses of theatres were not accepted by society as good persons. So they were all disliked. Their acting was liked by the people, but they themselves were very much hated and disliked because of their character by the society. But when they came to Holy Mother, she accepted them so much, so with so much of heart, open-mindedness. And once Niraja Sundari, she came to Holy Mother, Tara Sundari, and Holy Mother used to say, "Can you play? Can you recite something from the play that you have done?" She used to feel so happy that this purity incarnate, the spouse of Sri Ramakrishna, she loves her with so much of care, and she wants to hear that, narrating some incident from the play with their life. And they were so welcome there. They felt they are also one of the people, one of the human beings. Not that fallen, and there is someone who is there to love them. That gives so much of strength, so much of self-esteem, self-respect for these women who were so hated and disliked by the society. Where will they go? So that's what Holy Mother used to say. God sees the heart, humans see only body and mind. Holy Mother was such. Once there was one lady who started loving her paramour. And one day, this paramour rejected her. Then where will she go? She comes to Holy Mother. Mother, I gave everything. My husband I refused, I rejected. And then I came to paramour. Now paramour has rejected me. Where will I go? She was helpless. Holy Mother said, is that so? She called paramour, that man. And she said, look, this woman has left everything for your love. And now you are not accepting her. You have to accept her. And Holy Mother said in such a way, with her power, that man took her back, that lady, that man took that woman back to her house. So Holy Mother took care of that. Other holy person would say, you were doing the wrong things, so you should accept your karma. So why will you do that? You should forgive the other person, other holy man will give big lecture. What is morality? What is immorality? For Holy Mother, it was not a case of morality and immorality. It was a case of a woman who is suffering, who is given up everything. She is in big problem. So for her, that man had to take her care, and that she did. That was Holy Mother. Immediate problem, immediate solution. So we know the story how she could protect the ill-doers. She said, do not find fault with others, but try to see your own faults. And one person, Swami Vivekananda, found in Belur Math, was stealing day after day. And Swami Vivekananda one day asked him to go away. He fired him. And that man was found guilty, was caught red-handed. Instead of going back his home, he goes to Holy Mother. Say, Mother, they fired me. What did you do? Mother, you know my problems. I was taking something, small things, whatever was there available, he was taking in the mud. What he will take in the mud? Neither they were gold and ornaments, whatever was there, he was taking. So Holy Mother, then Baburam Maharaj had come. So Mr. Swami Vivekananda, brother disciple, had come to Calcutta that day from Birulmat. And he said to Baburam, take this man back and reinstate him in his word. Mother, but he steals, he is thief, how will you protect our things in the ashram? And Swami Vivekananda himself has driven him out. I say take him back and say to Naren that I have sent him back to Birulmat. So Baburam Maharaj is coming by boat, and Swami Vivekananda saw that thief also coming with him. Then he was angry very much. I sent him away, this man. Swami Vivekananda's personality was very great. Nobody could say anything against him or any question against his decision. So he said, what is Baburam is doing? Why is he bringing? So Baburam came, Naren, I can do nothing. Mother said that you reinstate him. Mother said, okay. He started working again. All these complaints were all removed, reinstated. Holy Mother said, what do you know the problems of the world? How much suffering is there in the household? This man did out of greed, out of poverty. He doesn't have so much of compassion even to the thief and going against the decision of Swami Vivekananda. Just see her compassion, her power to just reinstate the glory of a person. Can this, we don't know about after that he stole or not. But after this, he must have given up stealing. He must have become a good man because of the touch of Holy Mother. It has to be there. Once some snake charmers were there showing the snakes in Jarambati, and they are supposed to be very low caste people. Even people of high caste don't touch them. It was so much segregated at that time. Very poor. And Holy Mother asked them and said them, please show the snakes. I want to see. They were playing drums and showing the snakes were charmed and dancing, and Holy Mother was very happy and gave them food and whatever money she had and whatever she could give. And then they asked, Mother, can we touch your feet? And they came and touched Holy Mother's feet. Other people were there who had the caste prejudice. And after they touched the feet, Holy Mother touched their head and blessed them. That was too much for other people, other of the household. They said, Mother, what are you doing that? You gave them food, that's okay. And you allowed them to touch your feet, that's also something great thing you did that we don't expect. And then after that you touch their head and bless them. What is this? They are untouchables, we even don't touch them. If we touch them, we have to take bath. Holy Mother said, if someone comes and touches my feet, how can I stand without blessing them? I have to bless them properly, intimately. That is the thing. But people only see that caste rules. They can't see the heart. They can't see the longing and love of the person. And that was Holy Mother's power of redeeming and power of love, which broke away all the regulations. Gondi Bhangama, the mother who had broken away all rules and regulations. That was Holy Mother. That was, one person comes from very poor and other caste, and he was known thief, robber. And he said, Mother, will you accept, I have some banana grown my household, I brought for Sri Ramakrishna, will you accept that? Others will take, who brought that? Sri Ramakrishna himself will take care. Who is the person who is bringing, how pure he is? Holy Mother said, you have brought for Sri Ramakrishna, of course I will accept that. She accepted the Holy Mother and gave to Sri Ramakrishna. And when the thing was given by Holy Mother to Sri Ramakrishna, how can he refuse? He has to accept that. For us also, if we feel ourselves to be not that pure to be accepted by Sri Ramakrishna, we have to go to Holy Mother. Holy Mother, we have come to you. Mother, please protect me. That is the mantra. Have mercy on me. And Holy Mother will catch our whole hand and take us to Sri Ramakrishna. And she will say, don't worry, you are my child, and nothing bad will happen to you once you have accepted me as mother. Sri Ramakrishna will have to take care. She said, whoever has come to Sri Ramakrishna has to come to him or her when at least, if not in lifetime, at least when he gives up or she gives up her body. Before death, Sri Ramakrishna is bound to come to redeem him. She said Sri Ramakrishna, she will also come with Sri Ramakrishna. That's her redeeming power. She will take care in our life, and she will take care when we die after death. That is Holy Mother. Now about Ganga. This Ganga was brought to this world. You know the story of Ganga, how this Ganga came? Ganga was supposed to be a celestial river flowing in heaven. So once there was a king, Sagar by name, and he had many sons. In fact, in mythology described about 60,000 sons. It means he treated all his subjects as sons. He was so loving. And he wanted to do one Ashwamedha Yajna, the horse sacrificing yajna, in which that horse is set free and army go behind the horse. Wherever that horse goes and is not challenged, it is said that those kingdoms accept the owner of the horse as the ruler. So when they catch horse, then they had to fight with this army. And it becomes like a big emperor. So this horse they were taking, and suddenly this horse was missing. And some heavenly power took it and put it in a cottage of a sage called Kapila. So when it came to sage's cottage, he didn't know, he was in Samadhi. And then this military, this sons of Sagar came searching and found the horse tied near the cottage of a sage. Sage was unaware. They said, oh, this is the work of a sage, and sage was in Samadhi, and then he started troubling that sage, putting the fire near him and all that. With all the torture, sage opened his eyes. And he found people, this many army had come, and they were torturing him without any fault of his, and he became so angry, his third eye opened. From that came the fire, and that burned all 60,000 army. Now this Sagar, when he got notice that some wrong had been created, they all pleaded to, he sent his another son, called Anshuman. And he pleaded to the saint, and saint said, I cannot do anything. If you want to redeem them, you have to bring that Redeemer Ganga. What should I do for that? You have to pray to her. So he goes and starts. And Ganga flows in heaven, and first it has to be Vamana Avatara who will just does that pot, where in the pot, Kamandalu, in that the Ganga is lying. So Vishnu touches that pot, and pot turns upside down, and Ganga starts flowing. And that flow of Ganga has to come to this earth. Now he prays to Ganga. Ganga says, if I go to earth, my force will be so much that earth will go out of its axis. So there should be someone who can take the force, my force, when I reach the earth. So who can take that force? There is only one. Shiva is there. He is so powerful, he can only take that force. See, this Anshuman in the process dies in the prayer. Then his son, Bhagirath, takes the job. He starts praying. Then he prays to Shiva, Shiva, can you just be there to take Ganga? So Shiva says, yes, when this problem for you, I will do. Shiva is that person, that God who is always happy and ready to help his devotees. Thus one has to, he is also Redeemer. Ashutosh becomes happy with a small praise, a small gift. And Shiva said, and Shiva stood there, and Ganga fell on his head. There were metal blocks. Ganga thought, what this Shiva will do? Perhaps he will also cannot hold me when I come with that force. That Ganga had that arrogance. To do that, the Ganga found herself lost in the matted lock of Shiva. Then Ganga was not able to flow. Then just lost in the locks of the Shiva. Then again he prayed to Ganga, Mother, what happened? Bhagirath praying, oh, I am lost here. Then he prayed to Shiva to let me go a little. Then he prayed to Shiva, Shiva let her go a little. Then when Ganga was flowing on the earth, coming from the matted locks of Shiva, Ganga from heaven already came, the Redeemer. And then when he was flowing, she went through the cottage of a rishi called Jannu. While going there, she came with such a force, she just washed away her cottage. Rishi got very angry, and he had so much power, he drank all the river. Whole river was inside him. Now Bhagirath was in trouble. He had to take that to the cottage of Kapila. So Bhagirath prayed to Jannu Rishi, please help me. Ganga is now there inside your stomach. Now I have to get it. My forefathers are there who have turned to ashes by the curse of a Rishi. They will not be redeemed unless Ganga washes them. So then Rishi says, okay, then I will give Ganga to you. And then he did something, and Ganga flowed from his ear. As Ganga comes from the ear of Jannu, he told it, daughter of Jannu, Jannavi. The name became Jannavi. And from there he brought and he took that Kapila's place, Ganga Sagar, and there Ganga met and they were redeemed. So there was so much of austerity, prayer to be done through 2 lives they did to bring Ganga down to the world to have Redeemer among us. For us, Holy Mother is ever present. We don't have to do any tapasya. We don't have to stand on one feet and call and pray this God and that God. Holy Mother is ever present. Just we need to go to her and say, Mother, please protect me. Please give me purity of heart. As you are pure, make our lives pure. Make us see no fault in others. As you said, seeing fault, judging others is troubling us so much. Making others feel bad, these defects in others. Make us see no defect in others. So that much of thing we have to do. She is ever present now. Tapasya was done by Sri Ramakrishna. And he gave all tapasya to Holy Mother. Bhagirath did that and brought Ganga. Sri Ramakrishna brought Holy Mother. And then we are so fortunate to have Holy Mother. Just we need to have that faith in the divinity and redeeming power of Holy Mother and her ever presence. Whenever we remember her, she has to run to her devotees to protect her. Just little faith coming to her and prayer to her will make us free from all sins, all weaknesses, all hopelessness, all helplessness, and there she is always ready to redeem us with her divine